Okay, we are live. We are live. We are live. Vibrillionaire Soul greetings, Vibrillionaire Soul blessings, Vibrillionaire Soulpreneur Lifestyle Revolution family, the revolution of consciousness, the revolution of love. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I shared, Michael shared over 13 years ago that says God is good. And it's something that my mom and my wife, Alice, we love to share all the time. We start the sentence, which I'm sure some of you have done it, when you say God is good all the time, God is good. And I share this because when I shared that post, I actually shared that post from a place of, let me just speak people's language because I did not approve of God. Because the idea that I was given about God was some person with a beard, in the clouds. And I didn't give into that. And I desired to discover the truth of who is this that they call God? Who is this that people, talk about spirit or universe? Because to me, it felt like some far away kind of thing, even though I've had some like incredible out of body life and death, near death experiences. I just still couldn't put my fingers around it. And Michael was in the process of trying to control through being spiritual. And the reason why I share this live with you today is the fact that today I can tell you, because of my mother's prayers, because of my wife's diligence, because of the people in my life that either, supported me, even the people, believe it or not, that didn't support me, because if they would have supported Michael, then Michael would not be where he is today. So the people that are not supporting you, they are supporting you. Because on the heavenly realms or the higher realms of consciousness, there is a divine plan that if they would have supported me, I'd be some egotistical, like all knowing, like all spiritual, like I know everything, very successful, very sophisticated, egocentric, spiritual wannabe awakened person. And I say this from a place of love that from those closed doors, from those closed opportunities of traveling all over the United States, traveling, different parts of Mexico, traveling all the way to Canada, and thinking that once I show the universe that I'm dedicated, but it was for the ego's satisfaction. It wasn't from the heart. So I say to you for this reason, I actually wanted to give up several times because I thought, maybe this is not for me. But there was something in me that said, you know what? It's kind of like you've already invested so many years. This was like about 10 years, after. And then I manifest my wife, and then I go through more initiations and more rite of passages and more, reawakenings throughout that process, that I realized, coming full circle today, where we are today, in the last couple of months, I had to have a major door shut, that I was in a high level, high investment, spiritual master course, and doing everything that I could to stay committed, and got hit financially and wasn't able to stay committed, but I communicated and we stayed committed, and some things were made up that I'm like, what? So I realize it's my mirror. And I say to you to this day, because God is so good, that God closed that door so that I can dedicate myself only to God. So I realize there's no more seeking outside. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, because you need to start wherever you are. Just like when we go to church, we need to believe that there's something greater than our little self, because that is a huge start. So I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm here to show you from personal experience that I can tell you God is good. And I sit here sharing my love for God. And it's not a God that I can like quantify and explain that this is God. It's something that I cannot explain. But yet I use the word God, I use the word universe, I use the word source, I use the word spirit, I use the word innerverse that transcends whatever I can think that it is. And honored, grateful, and humbled that I can have such a close relationship with this God, such a close relationship with this avatar that I chose. And you chose your avatar. So if you think God is not good, ask yourself, where is that belief coming from? And why do you think God, source, universe, creator, Buddha, Allah, Krishna, Jehovah is not good? And you might not say God is not good with your mouth, but if we're complaining, criticizing, condescending reality, then we're actually telling God is not good. We're actually saying the universe is not good. Not with our words, but with our vibration. So I'm not saying this to cause you to feel bad or feel wrong. I'm saying this so we can do a mental house cleaning, a mental check, and say, how am I responding to life, or am I reacting? Am I judging life, or am I accepting life? Am I fighting life, or am I dancing with life? Am I enslaving life, or am I freeing life? So that's the message today. So God is good. And I'm going to say this. Thank you, Mama. And if you are mothers or fathers, sons and daughters, husbands, wives, and you're praying on your children, on your partner, and you want them to change, I'm going to tell you, trust the process. Because if you would have looked at my mother's prayers when I was 15, when I was 13, when I was 9, 10, my mother prayed on me and never stopped praying. But I'm going to tell you, there's a secret way to pray. And it's what we do every day. What is your energy focused on? Not just what are you saying, what are you thinking, but the vibratory essence, the field, the juice, the ingredient. What are you investing in? Because that is what you're saying. God is good or not good. Life is good or not good. You know, I heard something, and I'll finish it with this. I never heard this before, but I would, let's just say, teach this, yet I wasn't really being honest, investigating myself without bias, meaning observing myself as a viewer watching a movie. And I realized I was a light slave, because you have your light worker and your light slave. And this is just for conversation purposes. This is not what it is, what it isn't. A light worker is someone who has been through so much that they shift that darkness or that shadow or that density, that stuckness, that addiction, that crisis, that chaos, that dis-ease, mentally, physically, or spiritually, and they shift it, and now they're giving it to themselves, but now they're spreading it forward, sharing it to give to others. That's a light worker. A light slave is someone who, or like I was, is sharing to see what I get back. Serving, not just what I get back physically, because this is not about money. Michael was not interested in money. But yet, Michael was interested in money when the bills would be falling apart. And his wife and his mom were struggling, leeching off those around Michael. And yes, Michael had his practice. Michael was teaching and bringing in money. But Michael was saying, I'm not about the money, but yet making it about the money, judging God for not having money. Meaning, Michael would get upset when he would see a bill. Do you get upset when you see a bill? Do you get upset when things appear to not be going your way? So when Michael was finally honest with Michael and tuned in from the higher mind, self-observation, investigation, and that higher mind is unbiased. Higher mind is not sophisticated, educated, spiritual, logical mind. It's unbiased. It's neutral. It's present mind. So what kind of mind are you approaching your ego mind with? Because you are already there at the higher mind. But if you're investing in your ego mind thinking you're not enough, then it's never going to feel like what we call God source universe is there for us. And things are just going to fall apart. We wonder why things are falling apart. And then we get upset. So we realize the words that we're saying is we're judging God. We're judging the universe. So this is the message for you today is God is good. But if you're not experiencing that, be honest with yourself. And don't be like Michael was in the gang life, doing everything to fit in. So he could be respected, so he could be acknowledged, so he could be recognized, so he could be loved, which Michael wouldn't say that before. But are you going to church so that people can like you? And if that's where you are, you got to start somewhere. Don't judge yourself for starting there. But be aware of, do you love you? Because people can be around you, in your corner, all around you. But if you're not in your corner, it's never going to be enough. Do you go to church? Do you go to some spiritual place? Do you go to some, mastermind to seek attention? Or because this is going to be it. This is the one that's going to awaken me. So you're doing it for the ego. You're not doing it from a place of a heart, because the heart is unattached, but yet it's intentional. So thank you so much. If you like support on this journey and you would like to know how God is so good in your life right here, right now, not waiting for, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, I'm telling you that Michael had to fall rock bottom, hit his face so hard so that you don't have to. And it's such a simple process that it's all about you. And we're here to support that all about you, because when we make it all about you, we realize that we are just one, and it's all about the one within us. And we're all here to win because we already won. There is no winners or losers, but that's the word that I choose so that it can resonate in some part of your consciousness that it's like you want to win. But what made you think that you're not a winner? What made you forget that you're here? So thank you so much. So message me, connect with me, friend me, share, tag, and support this movement of Memory Lane. Share, tag, and support my wife's love and kindness journey. Share, tag, and support other people that are sharing this to go viral. Then imagine if this was viral instead of somebody, which I saw the other day, playing video game and just a plane flying. That's it. That was like, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of views. Imagine if this was viral in that way. So help us go viral and help us get more subscribers on YouTube and more subscribers on TikTok. That way we can go live more on YouTube and TikTok when I can share stories and really impact more in more ways and help other people impact more because we inspire more people. This is what we're about. You're not alone. So schedule that call, schedule that Calendly, and I'm looking forward to proving to you, to prove to yourself that you already know how God is so good all the time. All the time, God is good. As always, remember who you truly are. Remember who you truly are. Remember who you truly are.